Hello, good afternoon, good evening, brothers and sisters, and good morning to you. We are back again with Redefined Minds program, inspiring people, redefining minds, sharing life. Last time we met, we had a discussion, we talked, and we really talked about marriage, and we said marriage is a spiritual, social, and physical union of one man and one woman as husband and wife for eternity. Marriage is not also looking into each other's eyes, but looking together in one direction in order to fulfill your earthly assignment. And we have been having problems in marriages. People have been having problems in marriages simply because of a lack of a certain kind of knowledge. When we talk about love has got nothing to do with marriage, many people can criticize and automatically maybe kill you. But allow me to point to you that love does not keep marriage, and love cannot sustain marriage. There are wheels on which love must be driven in order for it to sustain marriage. Brothers and sisters, welcome to our program. I am Pastor Joseph Flint. Okay, without wasting much of your time, those who have been watching our videos, you understand that we've had people asking questions, people inboxing us, trying to find out, and we are going to run through these questions, and probably by the grace of God, we will be able to answer some of the questions that you are having today. So I'm having questions here with me. Okay, is it mandatory for everyone to do a wedding? Okay, do I need to get a loan in order for me to have a wedding? So that's the question. Do I need a loan? Is it a mandate that for me to get married? There are two questions actually that are connecting. Is it a mandate that I should do a wedding? Two, is it a mandate, or am I supposed to get a loan in order to do a wedding? To answer your question and just to redefine your minds pertaining marriage, concerning marriage, you do not, it's not a mandate to do a white wedding. Why? Because white wedding is of the white people, Westerners. And that's the culture of the white people. If you probably say you want to do a white wedding, then you are going to do two weddings. Because an African wedding in Bemba, I'm from the Bemba tribe, so our wedding, normally when a person takes in Sarama and they pay water, that's wedding. And to go a bit advanced, we have Chilanga Muriro. That's wedding. That's our wedding. We do that and we forget. Okay? But if I go on and do a white wedding, I've done two weddings. My wedding from my culture, and of course the white people. So it's not always a mandate that you should do a white wedding. Rather, pay Lovora, pay Saramu, and then go for marriage blessing. You are done. Then don't try to get a loan in order to celebrate a one-day event. That's been unwise. You don't get a loan in order to celebrate a one-day event. Imagine you get a loan of 155,000 kwacha, and then you do your wedding and stuff, people eat, and then after that maybe you start paying back, and maybe on your paycheck or your pay slip there's just 6,000, and then they are cutting from your salary, they are cutting 3,000, paying back that 155. And of course, if you got 155 as loan, what you are going to pay back is not 155, it's approximate to 200,000 kwacha. So you do not get a loan in order to celebrate a wedding. You don't have to do that. That is the greatest mistake that has led a lot of people into problems. And as a result, the devil has found room, and there are a lot of arguments and misunderstandings in that marriage as a result of lack of money and lack of responsibility and lack of thinking straight. So you would discover that when you get a loan to do your wedding, there are a lot of problems, unforeseen circumstances that happens. My advice would be, don't get a loan in order to do a wedding, and it's not always a mandate that you should do a wedding. Just because that person did a wedding doesn't mean you should do the same. We all have different starting points. What worked for you 5 years ago may not work for you now. What worked for somebody else may not work for you now. When you see an open door, not every open door is for you to enter. Sometimes the door is going to be opened so that those who are in that door will run through that door, will run out through that door. And if you're not sensitive enough, you are going to enter into that door when God has opened the door so that others can exit through that door. Does not mean not every open door is your door. Rather, if you have 40,000, do a simple wedding, traditional wedding, invest that into a business. How is that? So, hope I've answered your question, my sister. And then there is another question. There are people who love saying, his money, my husband's money is our money, but my money as a wife is my money alone. So the question is, Pastor, what do you have to say about couples or about those ladies who say, his money is our money, my money is my money? Well, to others that's okay. To me, that's foolishness. That's being unwise. Why do I say that's foolishness? That's being unwise. The Bible says, I will make him a helper. When we talk of a helper, many ladies think it's about doing chores in the house. No. Listen, women. A woman was not taken from the hair so that she can be superior to a man. Neither was she taken from the feet so that she can be inferior to a man. But she was taken from the side. Side means up. So that they can be equal with the man, but the man being master of the woman. So when God created the woman, He did not create the woman so that she can become a maid to just cook and wash for him, but to help him think and to help him in finances. There are families today who the woman gets about 35,000 and a man gets about 10,000. and your husband doesn't know that you get such kind of money, you are bad. You are bad, and you really need to repent. And you keep saying his money is our money. No, that's been unwise. As a wise couple, you can, we call it division of labor. Amongst yourselves, you can sit down. Who is it that is going to be paying for our children's school fees? And who's going to be paying, if at all you are renting a house, who's going to be paying rentals? You have to discuss that as a couple. So if you, as a wife, you say his money is our money, that's foolishness. That's being unwise. So I would encourage you, and I urge you to assist your husband. There are a lot of things that men go through that they are not sometimes willing to tell you. So do not let your husband struggle and develop heartache and develop stroke and develop depression and develop all sorts of suicidal thoughts as a result of the pressure that you have given him. You need to really pay particular attention to your husband. So as a wise wife will always help the husband even in finances. A wise woman, listen, they say behind every successful man is a woman. That's not true. Oh yes, that's not true. It should be this way. In front of every successive man is a wise woman. In front of every successive man is a wise woman, because not all women are wise. In front of every successive man is a wise wife. Okay, we put it that way. In front of every successive man is a wife. Not only a wife, but a wise wife. Because not all wives are wise. Some wives are destroyers of men, are destroyers of homes because of their abracadabra, or speaking anyhow, or talking, nagging anyhow. All right, we continue with our program. So we are going to go to our next question. So as a wise woman, as a wise wife, you will not allow your husband to stress. You will help your husband with finances. His money is your money. Your money is his money. And a wise wife will allow even the husband to have access to her money. That's the kind of women that brings a king out of a man. That's the kind of wives that brings a king out of a man. Listen, how you respond to your husband will either bring a beast or a king out of him. And few wives know how to treat husbands in order for husbands to become kings. Few wives know how to do that. Another question is, Red Soap, I've answered your question. Here is another question. Okay. Was success only designed for men? I have seen a couple of times many ladies saying that they can't be married to a man who is not successful. Was success designed for men? No, success was not only designed for men. Success was also designed for women. a man, or rather a woman who is desiring to get married to a successful man because she's looking for success, has no vision. In as much as from the original context, a man, or rather a woman, was designed to be taken care of by a man. But really, if you find a lady who is much concerned about money and success and is never concerned about the vision of a man, then you shouldn't make that mistake to marry that lady. I'm going to repeat this again. If you find a lady who always say, I need a successful man, and never say, I need a man who is a visionary, that's a red flag already. The problem you have, women, when you meet a man, the first question you ask is, do you love me? And do you have money? These two questions, do you love me and do you have money, have made a lot of men to become liars by responding yes. And after they respond yes, they get married. Women, we hear women begin to say, and they start saying, I wish I never knew you. I wish I never married you. In Bemba we say, Akola sanikwa. If only I knew. Why? Because the first question you asked as a lady, listen lady, the first question you ask is, do you love me? No, love probably is number 4. In the Old Testament, men came to love the women they were marrying. They were not loving the women they are going to marry. Have you gotten it? Okay, I know you are lost. In the Bible, men loved the women they married. They did not fall in love with the women they were going to marry. Okay, let's hope that English is clear to you. So, you do not ask a man, do you love me? No, love does not come first. Ask a man, where are you? Are you in the garden? God, are you in Eden? Eden is the presence of God. Are you in Eden? Where are you taking me? Because don't just look at money now, because money can finish. Vision keeps on going. Where are you taking me with you? You are a leader, so where are you leading me? Love will come in later. Don't ask about love. Don't. That's the greatest mistake that you can ever make, child of God. You don't ask about love. You ask, where are you taking me? Where are you leading me? What is your vision? If I follow you, are you going to be my leader? Are you going to lead me? You don't ask, are you successful? Do you have money? That's foolishness. Okay? So the one who asked that question, success was not just meant for men. Success was also meant for women. But women who are looking for successful men with money, do not have, such kind of women do not have a vision. They don't have a vision. They are just existing and not living. They don't know who they are. And when money finishes, love disappears with such kind of women. Hope we are clear. Another question. Oh, rasa pragatalabo shalabando. Okay. So for this question is coming from a newly wedded couple. What advice can you give to a couple that is newly married on the issue of sending money to their parents? Do they do it 50-50? And what if one of their parents completely depends on the child? How does one handle such responsibility without hurting the other? So I'm pretty sure, like I said, this is a question from a newly wedded couple. And I'm sure for them to ask that question, there has been issues concerning money, sending money to their parents. All right, now, this will be deep. It's only in Africa where we believe when parents raise you up, when you grow up, it's your turn to raise them. It's not like that. It's only here in Africa. Probably that's part of our culture. So now listen to me. This question where you're asking, is it when it comes to sending money to our parents, should we send it 50-50? And now if you maybe as a lady or as a man, you have your parent that completely depends on you. When sending money, is it not going to hurt the other? Remember, communication is important. So in this case, imagine you love each other and you have such kind of issues. Love has been disqualified because money can break love. But what can keep you going together is knowledge. That's why God in the Bible said, husbands, love your wives, and then wives, submit to your husbands. So now when it comes to this issue of sending money, let me advise you, this is how it works. As a couple, you need really to sit down as to how you're going to send finances or how you're going to be sending finances to your parents. Okay, so these things have to be discussed, or these things have to be discussed before you even say I do. These things have to be discussed when you are on a way to saying I do on the altar. These things have to be discussed so that you are aware, I have a parent that is disabled. Will you be able to take care of that? Are you going to be comfortable with that? I have my mother who each and every month, she totally depends on me. I have to give her money. Are you okay with that? So that the mistake you make is when you begin to reveal that information to your partner after marriage. Then that becomes a problem. So even if it has become a problem in marriage, let us correct it right now. So what do you do in such a case? Communication. Two can never work together unless they agree. That's what the Bible says. So as a couple, many couples are not friends. As friends, I don't think that should be an issue. But for the sake of those who are not friends, those couples who are not friends to their partners, here's what you do. Sit down, have a convocation, call for a convocation, and have a dialogue, a colloquy, or a tete-a-tete with your partner. Talk, have a dialogue, let there be communication, agree. Okay, you need to come up with a modus operandi, and what makes you come up with a modus operandi is a modus vivendi. In short, what I'm trying to say is, what will make you come up with a mode of operation is a convocation or a meeting that you call so that you agree on certain terms together. Are we together? So what do? A man, when you get married, you as a man, your family is no longer the family you are coming from, but the family you have married. Some of you love saying marriage brings two families together. Somehow, but marriage does not bring two families together. Marriage creates a third family. And that third family has the right to allow or to permit you as parents to interfere in their marriage. You do not interfere, you do not do that. So now, just to advise you, this is what you do. Me, I'm married, and the family I have to take care of is the family of my wife. My wife takes up my responsibility, okay? And me, I take up her responsibility. How does it work? If my mother wants money from me, she's not going to ask me directly. She's not going to ask me. She's going to ask my wife for money. My daughter, I'm asking for money. Okay? I'm asking for money. And my wife, being wise, when she has money from me or she has her own money, she'll give my mother. And for me, it is my duty to take care of my mother's wife, my wife's mother. It's my duty to take care of her mother. Give her money and send. Sometimes if you do not have, a wise wife will get the money and send it to her mother and say, oh, from your son-in-law. I'm teaching you wisdom. I'm teaching you wisdom. She'll send money to her mother and say, this is from your son-in-law. There are moments when I could send money. Maybe it's my mother's birthday. I could send money to her. And I said, oh, that 500 is coming from your daughter-in-law. Yes, you're not lying. That's being wise. So that's what you do. Let your partner know. And if it hurts your partner, listen, if it hurts your partner that you are giving your mother money, if it hurts him or her, he's stingy. He is stingy or she is stingy. If it hurts her that you are giving your mother money, your father money, she's stingy. If it hurts him that you are given, if it hurts him that you are giving your mother money, is stingy. So all of those things, all of these to my errors, you would have known them before you went on the altar and said, I do. These are some of the things that you need to pay attention to. So how do you handle such a case? Talk. My friend, I have a mother who depends and who relies on me. She depends on me. And every month I have to send her this amount of money. Okay? So what do? You need to agree. You need to come up with an agreement. Okay? You need to agree. How much are we going to be sending them every month or after 2 months? This month we send to this one. That other month we send to that one. That's how you sort out such kind of money problems in marriage. Money shouldn't be an issue in marriage. If money becomes an issue in your marriage, you are not wiser enough or you lack knowledge. If money becomes an issue in your marriage, you lack knowledge. Now, allow me to point this out. There are some couples who love marriage more than their partners. When you love marriage more than your partner, then you are in for destruction. You are saying, oh, Pastor, are you trying to say there's such kind of a thing? Yes, there is. There are partners who love marriage more than their partner, who respect marriage more than their partner. Why? Because they want to still get married. The title of marriage. This is the reason why there are some wives in the homes today who are only carrying the title of being a wife, but yet it is an outsider who is enjoying the benefits of marriage. Oh, I hit you, right? There are some wives, you, right there where you are. You are only carrying the title of a wife and of marriage, being married. But there is another woman out there who is enjoying the benefits of a wife, but she's not a wife. Who is enjoying the benefits of being married, yet she's not married. So they are partners, they are wives who love their husbands, who love marriage more than their partners. And in such kind of marriages, there is total destruction. Now listen to this. I said something. You know, there's a difference between marriage as a title and marriage as an obligation. I'm going to repeat. There's a difference between marriage as a title and marriage as an obligation. So you need to pay particular attention. You married ones, those who are desiring to get married. The question is, why are you getting married? If you are saying you are ready for marriage, what is it that you are ready for? What marriage? Are you ready for the title or are you ready for the obligation? You are saying you are ready for marriage. What is it that you are ready for in marriage? Punches, beatings, handling issues together, fulfilling assignment, or carrying the title that you are married, or having children? Because some people can only love marriage because they are having children from their wives. Others, it's sex. I feel like I can go to. So if you don't give your husband sex 2 days, 3 days, there's war. But marriage is more than sex. Marriage is about intimacy. Now, when I say intimacy, I'm not talking about sex. Sex, when you take sex as intimacy in marriage, you are just actually scratching the surface of intimacy. Intimacy is more than sex. Next time we are going to meet again and we are going to discuss these issues so that we offer solutions. We are indeed the Zaphanith Panea generations. Redefined minds. I am Pastor Joseph Flint once again. Please feel free to question us. Send questions again, pertaining marriage, pertaining relationship, pertaining economy, pertaining anything, concerning anything. Send your questions and we shall be able to respond. What's your question today concerning marriage? What's your question today concerning relationships? What's your question today concerning sex in relationships? What's your question today concerning kissing in a relationship? What questions do you have today concerning how do you free from soul ties? I think when we meet next time, some of you are married today, but from your background, maybe you slept with 10, 15, 20 people. How do you break out from that soul ties, from those soul ties? Because you are having a lot of personalities making decisions, trying to make decisions. That is why it is difficult for you to make the wise decisions, because there are a lot of personalities in you trying to make decisions. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. This is Pastor Joseph, Redefined Minds. Remember, inspiring people, redefining minds, and sharing life. Thank you so much, and God bless you.